Greetings, my name is Siobhan, and I am a Blu-ray Twin Flame Angelic Source Elder. So appreciate you tuning in and checking out my message and sharing my message as well. So basically I've been receiving several messages since the summer solstice. And of course, I also uploaded a reading for the summer solstice. We also had a beautiful drawing for a free reading for a reading from the Toltec Oracle, as one of my higher self aspects is the goddess Abigail with the Blue Avians. So she actually, once leaving at the fall of Atlantis, she actually was a part of the group that traveled down to South America. She was with several South American groups, including the Mayans and the Toltec. So I will actually start off with a message from the goddess Abigail. And like I said, I've received several messages since the summer solstice on Friday. Several dreams, but I will share one of them. I will share one of those dreams. And so we will get started. Okay. This is your sister of the light, Abigail. We, the Blue Avians, come forward in unity with great joy. As you grow stronger in the light, your discernment is also growing as you can begin to see clearly through the manipulation and deceit that is so prevalent on your planet. Even though at times you may fall into the confusion and chaotic state the Dark Ones would like to keep you in, you do not stay there long, nor do you lose hope, as you are aware that the truth is being revealed. In the past, it has been easier to deceive the majority of you out of fear-mongering, trauma, and their divide and conquer strategies. But they are realizing that these strategies are no longer working. They are even pushing an agenda for war at this time. But so many of you have awakened to their strategies. We would also encourage that you continue to practice your discernment and communications with your higher self. This is a process. When you come across a message that you are unsure of, or even if you believe it sounds true, check within, ask for clarification and or confirmation. We are aware of the seemingly attacks against the blue ray lines. This includes the Melchizedek lines, which is who you most likely know as Archangel Metatron, the Thoth lines, and the Blue Avian lines, which is why, again, you see so many attacks against Corey Good, as he is one of our brothers as well. But you are more connected than ever before since the summer solstice. More starseeds and those of angelic origin have been activated. They will require support, as many will experience the purging and what is called the dark night of the soul. They will require support as they heal and integrate their higher selves. We gave a message to our sister Siobhan on the evening of the solstice that the majority of wisdom keepers have been activated. The elders of the ABR have been awakened and activated as well. There is no need to fear speaking your truth or revealing who you are when you are guided to. The restoration of the light is in full process. Continue to shine your light in the face of all beings, people, experiences, and messages. Only those of the light will remain standing. The ascension is about restoring all that is natural and in alignment. All of creation came forth from the light, and all of creation shall be restored to the light. You are strong. Believe in yourself, keepers of the light. We leave you with love and joy. So, this particular dream I'm about to share was not last night. It must have been the night before. So this message came forward by a dream. And actually in the dream, I basically seen, it was almost like it was a dark space, but it was more about confusion and chaos and just running around. Like basically it was like a bunch of starseeds and angelics running around. And the message that came forward from that when they were explaining to me what is going on is there is so much confusion around divine unions. Don't get me wrong, there are some of us of the light that are trying to assist the best we can, but understand that what we are grounding onto the earth is love. What has been restricted and held back from the planet is love. So what is being attacked is love. So this is a direct attack of the divine feminine and the divine masculine and every type of divine union are being heavily attacked and has been attacked. Like the fall of Atlantis began with the division and the traumatizing and the conquering of the divine unions and the twin flames. So having more understanding of divine unions and what is your highest potential union is directly related to how much healing and integration you have done with your higher self. These relationships have purpose to them. There is a purpose. It's not just about you finding this person that you think you're just going to have a wonderful relationship with because your other ones have not worked out. It does not work that way. These unions have a purpose of healing thousands of years worth of trauma done to the divine masculine and feminine on the planet in this universe. It is bigger than you, but it is necessary that you heal yourself and you heal these unions when you come into them. And it is much easier on you to do as much healing as possible before you try to unite in one of these unions. If you want a healthy relationship, you need to be as healthy as possible yourself. You need to already have awareness that you have been clearing and healing the trauma within your life and your bloodlines. If you don't have this awareness and you're not communicating with your higher self, then you might not be ready for a divine union. If you're able to receive guidance about your union, then that's probably a good sign you're ready for a divine union. If you are not communicating directly with your higher self yet, or your oversoul, or other angelics, you're probably not ready for a divine union yet. However, regardless of what union you're in, if you're in a karmic union, if you're in a union with a handler, if you're in a union that is abusive, if you're in a union with someone that is possessed, the more healing you do, the more clarification that comes to you, the more communication that comes to you, the more guidance that comes to you that lets you know if it is in your highest interest and potential to remain in that union or leave. And the only one that truly knows is your higher self. And even if I do a twin flame reading for you, I'm just getting guidance from your higher self. So while I love to assist people, the best thing to do is to heal. And if that means you're guided to me for angelic universal regression alchemy to assist in the healing, to assist in the integration, to assist in removing entities and removing cords and blocks and clearing belief systems and trauma and DNA clearing, all the things that we need to do, that is an ongoing process of healing, then yes, I would love to assist you in doing that. But understand that the primary objective of Ascension period is integrating your higher self. So these sessions help to integrate your higher self. And once you are beginning to do that integration, and within this session, you can receive guidance directly from your higher self on what the status is, on who your twin flame is, on who your soulmates are, on which relationship holds the highest potential. There's different arrangements for each particular individual. Some people will unite with a soulmate first before uniting with a twin flame. Some people need to focus on doing so much healing they will unite with a twin flame, but it's not meant to stay with that twin flame. Some people's higher selves will tell you don't enter into that relationship with that twin flame because neither one of you are ready. But the point is, your higher self can confirm the status if you're ready, if you've done the healing, if they've done the healing, what their situation is, what they're going through, plain and simple, your higher self knows. The primary relationship is relationship with your higher self. It is not looking outside of yourself, whether this person has incarnated with you 20 times, 50 times, or literally the exact same soul you were born with and created with. Because the truth in their divinity, just like the truth of your divinity, does not matter if you're unaware of it. It has no bearing on your experience here if you're not connecting to it anyway. If you're not integrating the light anyway, if you're not doing your healing and integrating your higher self anyway, it's going to play out just like any other karmic relationship if neither one of you are integrating your higher selves. If you're not doing the healing, you're just going to push each other. So I've come across many of twin flames. They find each other. It's so beautiful. And they jump into union right away. And close up in your face, living together, they're like, this can't be divine. But it's all this healing, all this karma, all this trauma, all these hurt feelings, all this misuse, trust issues, abuse, betrayal, abandonment, so many issues that come up, especially if you're close together. It's advisable, I'll tell you right now, you meet your twin, don't move in. Do not move in. Save yourself. We've all done it. Well, me and mine really didn't move in together, but even living, first we started off actually living pretty close to each other. I would say it was probably like a 5-minute drive between our houses. Then eventually I was like kind of moved to another city. like let's give them some space to do their healing. So yeah, don't that close space when you're supposed to be healing can sometimes not be beneficial. You need space to heal. So your higher self holds all the answers and knows what traumas both of you still need to heal. Knows what relationships hold the highest potential. Knows when it's time to let one go. Knows if you need boundaries. Know if you need to let that other one go to do their own healing. Because sometimes they're just not willing to do it. And if they're not willing to do it and they're rejecting love, if they're rejecting the love of their own higher self, the angels and the oversoul, they're probably going to reject yours too. So basically it was kind of like in a dream. They were running around. They weren't sure. The soulmates weren't sure. Well, am I supposed to be uniting with her this lifetime? The twin flames weren't sure. Am I supposed to be uniting with them this lifetime? So in some cases, You know, you have soulmates and twin flames, and they're like, who's supposed to be with who this time? So that's kind of what I've seen in the dream. So no need to be in confusion. Remember, you don't want to be in confusion. You want to meditate. You want to calm. You want to find that clarity, that space, that peace, connecting with your higher self, because your higher self knows the situation and what's best and what serves you, the other one involved, and your mission. Okay, so I want to give another caution. I've given this caution before. To be quite honest with you, some of us, I guess you could say that hold like large amounts of light. And of course, you know, the oversouls, you know, like they just don't get it. We don't understand. We don't get it. But I'm going to give this caution again. You know, I'll give it as many times as I need to. This is a caution to all dealing in dark or black magic. Dark or black magic. Anything dark or black is out of alignment, disconnected from the light. That is why Source calls the beings, because there's multiple beings, multiple lineages or whatever, disconnected from the light of Source. Dark magic is the same thing. When you use dark magic and black magic, you are summoning dark beings and entities. That's why it's called dark magic. So it just still boggles my mind that people don't understand that the ones who have your highest interest at heart are those who embody love and oneness. Your higher self has your highest interest at heart, not some dark being that's not even connected to their own higher self. They're not even connected to their own higher self. How could they possibly care about you? It doesn't even make any logical sense, let alone heart sense. So, those connected to the light understand that we are divinely and energetically connected. We are one consciousness, which means that every action, thought, and deed affects each other, whether you can see the effect or not. Most of the times, those operating in a 3D realm can't see the effect. Your higher self can see the effect and the long-term effects and the multiple timelines and all this stuff. You cannot. So just because you don't see an effect or you think it's benefiting you does not make it true. Period. The dark ones teach that they are stronger in darkness using force, control, manipulation, and deceit. Yet they have to feed off of other people's energy. So please explain that to me. How is this dark being or entity more powerful when they have to feed off your energy or the energy of someone else? Please, if you can logically explain to me how or why they are so powerful when they have to feed off of someone else to maintain their life force. They have to steal, and you believe that they're more powerful. If you can explain it to me, I mean, it'd probably just be your ego, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, think about it, because it really makes absolutely no sense. None. They have to steal energy because of their disconnection of source light. The Greys, reptilians, AI, and Anunnaki cease to exist without beings to harvest. Why would you want to serve a group of beings that have to harvest or siphon energy from another group of beings? You think they're going to always be loyal to you? They're not even being honest. So what do they have? Why would they be loyal to you? Oh, we're going to work together to go deceive someone else. As you can see within their own ranks, they keep dividing themselves. They keep having groups that they're fighting against amongst themselves. And this is a silly thing, is that you have people out there trying to defend them saying, oh, this group is no longer with that group, so this group must be benevolent. No, they're all out of alignment. That's why they're fighting. They're not going to get along. There is no unity when you have internal conflict. It's going to manifest outwardly, and that's going to be fighting amongst each other while you're trying to figure out how you're going to divide and conquer this other group. You can't even decide on how to do it because you're fighting so much. So you can release that whole idea where you're trying to convince us that one group is benevolent against the other group. No, they're both out of alignment. They're both trying to figure out how to conquer other beings. Plain and simple. If it's simple, it's probably of the light. If you have to explain it and convince someone with your manipulation and deception, it's probably a red flag that it's in darkness. Some of this stuff just makes sense when you get out of your ego and get into your heart. Just get into your heart space. Connect with your higher self. We're just trying to help, and we want to help them as well. But they have to go through the healing process. They have to unite with the light. That is what Source is calling them to do, because it is unacceptable to keep conquering planets, peoples, and universes. Internal conflict is self-destruction that leads to outward chaos and destruction. A peaceful people does not go around conquering other people, tribes, or beings. I don't know how much more simpler I can say that. So how can you be so easily deceived to believe you can work with beings of the dark, entities of the dark? So they can teach you to conquer, traumatize, and destroy? Because they can only teach you what they know. Instead of being a true warrior and protector of the light and standing up to them, you would rather serve them. So, from my perspective, that's pretty lame. So I will always choose the light. So this one's a short one today. I've had lots of things going on. We've been transmuting like crazy. A lot of us is feeling tired. That's the other message. I was asked to come forward and honor every single being, person, light worker, starseed, angelic, that is doing their healing and transmuting. I've said this before, but if you are activated to a high degree, at this point you're not just transmuting your own energy. You are transmuting on behalf of the collective to the degree that you can handle. And as more awaken, they will begin to assist in the transmuting of more than just their energy. So they really wanted me to come forward and thank all of you, because we've been feeling tired. We've been feeling tired, like they're putting on us as much as we can physically and emotionally handle. And we honor you for that. We love you and we appreciate you. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Namaste.